So a review for page 11 to make sure that you're getting it. So problem number 7 we did in class. So it's right there on the video. Just remember step 1 is mark your angles, figure out your relationship. For this case, it was equal. Step 2 is write the equation based on the relationship or set it equal to each other, which means the equal sign goes in between. Step 3, box up your x's and solve. So for this case, we subtracted 3x from both sides, ended up with 23 equals 1x, divided both sides by 1. Step 4 is that if it's asking for an angle, you have to substitute it back in, and then so we put the 23 in for x, because this is 4x, which means 4 times x, which means 4 times 23, so we did that, got the answer of 92. All right, so moving on to 8. 8, the angles are already marked for you. Again, this is very much just like number 7, only instead of the angles being on the left side, they're both on the right. So this is another equal situation. So if I write the equations, it's 5x equals the second angle, which is 3x plus 50. So step 1 done. Then what you have to do is box up your x's. This is very similar to this one in that there's 1x on the left and 1x on the right. So that means we got to take the x's. You can't move the 5x because it's the only thing there. So we have to move the 3x this time. The opposite of 3 is negative 3. So negative 3x to both sides. 5x minus 3x is 2x. Bring down the 50. Now, we have this 2 here. Box up the x one more time. The 2 is inside the box. Inside means divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. We're ending up with x equals 25. Now, that's almost done. We now know what x is. So then we have to figure out what MPQ is. MPQ, I'm going to trace the letters, MPQ. So that goes around this. So we're going to substitute in 3x plus 50. So wherever we see an x, we're going to put a 25. So this is 3 times x. So to substitute, we change it to 3 times 25 plus 50. You can put this straight in your calculator, or if you want to do it out in steps, 3 times 25 is 75 plus 50. Then you put that in your calculator, 75 plus 50 is 125, which would make this equal 125 degrees. Okay? Moving on, for number 9, we set up that problem too. These two angles just, so we're clear, our alternate interior, those are equal. Okay, so now we're boxing up to the A's. Again, I can't move anything from this side because it's the only thing left. So we know that there's an invisible 1 here. So we do the opposite. This is 1. The opposite of 1 is negative 1. Okay, so that crosses out on this side, leaving just the 28. And then we have 2a minus 1a. So this is where that shortcut comes in. 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 can be invisible if it's in front of the letter. So I can just write down the a. So we're done. With, this step, now we have to figure out what M and P is. M and P, that means we have to figure out what this is. So a plus 28. Okay, and anytime we see an a, we're going to put a 28. 28 plus 28. Put that in the calculator, count up, do it in your head. It's 56. We now know that MNP is 56 degrees. Okay, last one. This angle right here is on the inside because here's the parallel lines. Okay, so this is kind of like the border, if you will. So this is inside the box, this is inside the box. They're on different sides. These are alternate interior. Another equal situation. Those are easier. So we know that this is equal to this. 5y equals 2y plus 78. Box up my letters. Again, we have to move the 2y because the 5y is all by itself and it has to stay. So the opposite of 2 is negative 2. Okay, 5 minus 2 is 3. Bring down the 78. Divide both sides by 3. Okay, these cancel out. And you put that in your calculator and you get 26. So then we go back up here, WXZ. WXZ. So we're trying to figure out what 5y is. So 5y, this means times. This means 5 times y. Well, now we know that y is 26. So 5 times 26. Do that in your head. Put it in the calculator. You get 130. And now you have solved all 4 problems. So you want to watch the video. If you have any other questions, please let me know so that we can make sure you understand how to do this. Hope that helped. Bye.